Hello, my friends. My name is Ellen. Welcome back to my Southern Kitchen and the 6th episode of Ellen's Fall Baking Series 2024. Before we begin, I want to thank all of y'all. Recently, we just reached a big milestone. 40,000 subscribers. Woohoo! OMG, this channel is steady growing. I can't thank you enough, my friends. I am truly grateful as always. Well, to celebrate, I got a great cake recipe to share. Are y'all a fan of honey buns and sweet potatoes? Well, I've got a treat for y'all. How does sweet potato honey bun cake sound? Oh yes, sugar. Sweet potato honey bun cake. And my friends, it is so simple and easy to make. The bomb.com delicious, loaded with sweet potatoes and spices. And the best part, we're going to use a yellow cake mix, but we're going to dot it up and it's going to taste like we made it from scratch. Everybody's going to love and enjoy this, and perfect for the fall season. Also, Thanksgiving's coming up soon. This will be perfect to serve for Thanksgiving dinner. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down below in the description box. Also, check out my previous video, Cinnamon Roll Bread. I'll post the link to that down below in the description box. So grab your yellow cake mix, your spices, and get your sweet potato cooking sugar, because we're about to bake some sweet potato honey bun cake magic in my Southern Kitchen. Here we go! Alright, my friends, the first step we're going to do is prep our sweet potato. Over here I have a 1 large sweet potato, and we're going to bake it in the oven. First, we're going to cover it with some aluminum foil. And I place it on my 9-inch round cake pan. Oven's preheated to 400 degrees. We're going to let it bake for about 1 hour and 20 minutes until it's fork tender. And while the sweet potato is baking, I went ahead and toasted my pecans. I have a half a cup of chopped pecans in my skillet, and I'm going to toast them for about 10 minutes until they warm through. This is going to be for the brown sugar cinnamon filling. Alright, my friends, I am through toasting my pecans. And it smells amazing. Nothing like the smell of toasted pecans. Now let's make our brown sugar cinnamon filling. In my small bowl, we're going to add in 1 cup of packed light brown sugar. Now we're going to add in 1 1/4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon and our toasted pecans. And we're going to stir all these together until they're well combined. You know, I'm going to use my clean hand, cook's best tool. Alrighty, and just that quickly, our brown sugar cinnamon filling is complete. Now we are going to set this aside. Alright, my friends, I have taken my sweet potato out of the oven. Let's take a look. Oh yes, perfect. Nice and fork tender. So now we're going to let it cool completely. Alright, my friends, the sweet potato is nice and cool. Now we're going to spoon it into our blender. Remove the skin and flesh. Alright, so now we're going to cover it and puree it until it's smooth. Alright, my friends, I am through pureeing my sweet potatoes. See how nice and smooth that is? That's exactly what we want. Excellent. And it gave us 1 cup of pureed sweet potatoes. That's how much we need. Now it's time for the fun part, making the cake. Let's get started with the dry ingredients first. We need a half a cup of all-purpose flour. Fluff it up and level it off. And voila, perfect half a cup. And we're going to pour it into my large bowl. And into our flour, we're going to add in a half a cup of white sugar. Our spices, a half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg and 1/4 teaspoon each of ground cloves and table salt. And last but not least, one of the stars of the show, the yellow cake mix. And I'm using a 15.25 ounce box. And give it a quick whisk, or you can sift them if you like. Alrighty, dry ingredients are complete. Now let's get our wet ingredients. And this is all a dump in a bowl recipe. I'm using my stand mixer with a paddle attachment, or you can use an electric hand mixer. Into the dry ingredients, we're going to add in a half a cup, which is 1 stick, or 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I melted and cooled. You can also use salted butter, just omit the salt. Next, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon, which is a cupful of pure vanilla extract. 1/4 cup of full-fat sour cream at room temperature. It's going to make the cake nice and moist. And for more moisture, we're going to add in 1/4 cup of buttermilk at room temperature. You can use homemade or store-bought. I'll post the link to my homemade buttermilk recipe down below in the description box. Next, we're going to add in 4 extra large eggs at room temperature. And last but not least, our other star of the show, the puree sweet potatoes. And we're going to mix everything together on medium speed until it's well blended. And be careful not to over mix. Alright my friends, I am through mixing up my cake batter, and this is what it looked like. Nice and smooth and luscious. And look at that beautiful orange color. That looks great. Smells good. Could smell the sweet potatoes and the cloves and nutmeg. Smells like fall up in this kitchen. Now we are ready to pour it into our baking pan. We're going to pour it in a 9 by 13 inch baking pan, and I sprayed it generously with baking spray. And this is how I like to do it. We're going to pour in half of the cake batter. Now we are going to spread it evenly. Now we're going to sprinkle on half of the brown sugar cinnamon filling. Alright, now we're going to pour on the rest of the cake batter. And spread it evenly. Now we're going to sprinkle on the rest of the brown sugar cinnamon filling. And spread it. Excellent. And if you want, you can add on all the brown sugar cinnamon filling in the middle. Either or is still going to be amazing. Now we are ready to put it in the oven. I reduced the temperature to 350 degrees because at first it was on 400 when I baked my sweet potato. And we're going to let it bake for 45 minutes. And I'll bring you back. My friends, I smell cake. I just taken it out of the oven. And it smells heavenly up in this kitchen. See how nice and golden brown that is? And look at the brown sugar cinnamon filling. So now we're going to set this aside. Time to make the vanilla honey glaze. In my medium bowl, we're going to add in 2 cups of powdered sugar. And into our powdered sugar, we're going to add in a pinch of salt. And whisk until it's well incorporated, or you can sift them. Next, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I melted and cooled. Now we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of my favorite milk, evaporated milk. Next, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of honey. Give it a whisk until it's well incorporated. And our vanilla honey glaze is complete. That looks great. And how simple and easy was that? Now we are ready to give our cake some sugar. We're going to pour it on there while the cake is warm. And spread it all over the cake. Oh, my mouth's watering. Just like that. And there you have it, my friends. Sweet potato honey bun cake. Doesn't that look good? It looks just like a honey bun. Sweet potato version. So now I'm about to cut me up a slice and then we'll give it a taste. My friends, look at this beautiful slice of cake. You can see the filling in the middle. Great cake and filling ratio. Now it's time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Look at this texture. It's so moist, it just breaks apart. Look at that. Have a bite. Oh, it just melts in your mouth. And I can taste the sweet potatoes and the spices. And I love that brown sugar cinnamon filling and a little hint of crunch from the pecans. And that vanilla honey glaze is spot on. Honey, you can't tell this is from a box. Tastes just like a honey bun, but with sweet potatoes. This sweet potato honey bun cake is divine, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. This deserves another bite. Yum-o. Sweet potato honey bun cake licious. My friends, many thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And for more Southern magic in my kitchen, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And please send me an email, ellenshomemadedelights@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see y'all on my next video. Let's eat, much love, and happy fall.